Good evening. This is Avery from the Ascendants, and I have with me tonight the one, the only, the incomparable, the enigmatic Dwight DeVille.
Hi, Avery.
How are you doing tonight, Dwight?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited.
We just dropped our record today, Quarantine. And our fans, although they may not be numerous, they are devoted.
Yes, they are.
So, so today, December 18th, 2020, we dropped our first album, Quarantine, written and produced during the lockdowns in 2020 between myself and Dwight. We were in two different states the whole time we did this. We did not have any outside musicians available. So we had to use sort of a rudimentary setup, and there's some interviews on our channel that explains more about our history and how this all came to be. But subsequently to the first record, I wrote 5 more records, and we have produced another one of those. Actually, it's almost done, right, Dwight?
It's getting real close. Just waiting on one more song from you, Avery.
Yeah, I know. We have to mic the piano. It's like, it's just always the case. We always put off miking the piano because that's going to sound bad. We have been unsuccessful in miking the piano properly in the way we wanted to, in the way we want it to sound. So anyway, I want to welcome anyone who watched the video premiere tonight of Timeline, which is our first single off the album. So thank you to anyone who tuned into that. And I want to apologize because Dwight is not in the country at the moment, and he is actually streaming on his phone. So if the sound is not great, that's why. If he was in the studio, it would sound amazing. But anyway, it sounds good enough, and we're glad to have you with us. And we're glad that everyone who paid attention to this did, and we hope you liked it. So tonight we're going to talk about kind of like what we have coming up. Mostly, I think, some things that we are planning for 2021. So I don't know. Other than that, Dwight, do you have any comments about the launch today, the video, the process, anything that we haven't covered in any of the interviews, anything you want to bring up?
I just want to say it's very exciting to finally get this out there, and hopefully it will get in front of the people that will appreciate it.
Yes.
And very proud of the record and the work that we did, and I'm excited and happy about the great video that we did to go with it, which I think came out great. Congratulations, Avery. You did a terrific job on that.
Well, that was sort of a last minute thing, but thank you. And I'm not going to say anything disparaging. All I can say is everybody who gets in front of an audience or gets on film knows that there's things about it that bug you. But I'm really glad that it came out the way it did. And I had a really good friend help me with some of the shots and some of the concepts and ideas. And so, yeah, I hope people liked it. We also have a video out, a lyric video for our first song on the album, which is called Spirit 927. And that is a track that Dwight wrote, and I wrote the lyrics and melody over that. It's kind of like a electronic music track. We're going to put that on like an LP of extended electronic dance music tracks, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. Extended dance mix.
Got any good ideas so far?
Oh yeah, you bet. Stay tuned.
So I'm excited to hear those. Dwight wrote 3 of the tracks, and they came together really well. And again, we've talked about this before, but yeah, it it's exciting to think about what the future holds. So let's talk a little bit about that. We have a second record that we're almost done with, as we mentioned, and it's called Calling. And we're going to drop it really quickly. We just have this crazy idea that time is precious. And so we're going to probably within a few months be dropping that one, right?
Yeah, I think 2-3 months the most.
So what do you talk a little bit about that record?
Um, it followed closely on the heels of quarantine. Avery is nonstop song machine, and the tunes just kept coming. So I processed them as fast as I could, and I think I'm really excited. Honestly, I feel like we both have gotten better, and I think we've got better equipment now, and more, a lot more skill, and maybe we're a little bit more familiar with each other's style and way of working. So I think that this came out.
Yeah.
I think it's even better than the first one.
So
That's very exciting, and I'm really excited for people to get a chance to hear it.
sorry, I keep kicking the mic. We had a little bit of a snafu tonight because we did not plan the way we should have. So anyway, things are technologically they're a little bit lacking tonight. So I apologize that I continue to kick the mic. I'm sure it's going to sound really great. So yeah, that's basically what Dwight said. And he and I have known each other as friends for years, but and we've talked about doing this for years, but this was the first time we'd actually tried to record music together, collaborate in any kind of way. And it just started with a song and it turned into more. So, and I think I've gotten better at, singer songwriter composing, and you've gotten a lot better at producing, even though you've been producing for years. So it was a great, I think we helped each other learn and grow. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. That's great way to summarize it.
Yeah. So basically, we want to keep this kind of short tonight because, we already put content out there. But what we have coming up is including that second album release, The Calling or Calling. The Calling will be the first song. We filmed in lockdown again a concert, which was very interesting. We filmed it on a full moon, of course, and or maybe it was a new moon. One of the concerts we did was a full moon, and I wrote another song called Alive, which is actually on our third album, which is called The Garden. But I wrote that song on a full moon that night, and then we filmed a concert of 8 songs, several off the album, one new one, which was Alive, and then we did a cover of Massive Attack's Unfinished Sympathy. So maybe you could talk a little bit about that experience of the concert and that process from your perspective.
Yeah, no, that was really interesting. I'm not it's all kind of new, and the technology is all sort of challenging. So we really had to kind of figure it out, and it's yeah, this whole working remotely thing is it's makes everything a little more difficult, but I'm
Yeah.
really happy with the way it came out, and I think Avery did a really good job on it, and I think everybody. When's that gonna drop, Avery? What's your plan for that?
When's what gonna drop?
The live video.
Oh, of course I forgot what we were talking about. Um, I have a million things going in my brain at any given time. Well, I think we're going to do it tonight, actually. I think we're going to drop the
Okay.
video tonight. And, um, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, that I hadn't performed in months, um, when we made that. I mean, I hadn't performed since before COVID, obviously. So it felt really good. It was weird in a way not to be in front of an audience, except for Dwight, who was manually controlling everything here in Detroit from where he was, which was very interesting. And sometimes I don't even know if we could duplicate that now. Like I already forgot what we did. Clearly our skills have gone down.
I think we can do it. I think we will do it.
Yeah, we're going to do a second concert. It's coming up with some of the songs, the remaining songs on the album, and then a couple of songs probably from The Garden and The Calling. I keep calling it The Calling. We're just going to have to call it The Calling. I mean, I'm going to make that mistake constantly.
Can't fight the feeling.
Calling. So one of the songs is called Detroit. It's an electronic kind of thing. I think maybe we could release like a version of that, kind of show people what we're doing on that album. But that's basically what we got going on and coming down. And yeah, that's it. So is there anything remaining you would like to say, Dwight, before we say goodbye?
No, I just want to congratulate you for getting this out and getting it making it drop.
I
For your hard work.
congratulate you as well. And you did a tremendous amount of work. I mean, really, we both did, but I know that what goes into what you do. And I'm glad that I don't do it, have to do it. And I couldn't. I mean, I just don't have that I don't have that skill set. I write the songs. I'm good at composing, but not a producer at all. So thank you for being a great producer, and thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. I think we're going to probably post or make public that concert probably in about 15 minutes. And we will be posting other stuff throughout the month into 2021. Let's all hope for a better year. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.